guys, so today's topic is financial and career growth, okay? Raise your hand if you're tired of not making a lot of money. Right, I was, okay? Right, and there's a system to it. We just got to go about it the right way, and a lot of it is to do with the mind, okay? What I'm going to go over in today's lesson is literally the step-by-step breakdown on how Ashton did it, okay? And now I'm literally just sharing it to you, okay? Now, I don't care what other people have to say. If you hear something different, I think it's not authentic. I like to come at you at how I figured it out, you know what I mean? A lot of these guys are all coaching the same thing, and I'm not about being the same. My goal is to set off as different, because let's be honest guys, the real world, they're stupid. They just want easy, quick, fast money, whereas I don't like that. I rather build a relationship, change somebody's life, but also build them up when it comes to financials, okay? So we need to make your voice congruent to actually put it in that black and white. And this is kind of the steps I took to do so, okay? So anybody, y'all got notepads, get your notes out, anything that stands out, write it down, okay? Now, does anybody know how to develop a wealth building mindset? You don't, do you? All right, bet. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go all the way through it, and then you guys, if you have a question, shoot me in the message thing, and I'll see it and I'll answer it as I go, okay? All right, so developing a wealth building mindset, guys, you literally have to rewire your beliefs about money, okay? So the false myths of rich people, money is evil, rich people are greedy, okay? We gotta say bye-bye to it, okay? Everything's out the window. Okay, now you have to see money as a tool for freedom and impact in building opportunities. Okay, and what I mean by that is you got to see it as a tool, as in yes, it makes us happy. Okay, yes, it can make us depressed, but what we do in those scenarios is what's going to keep that needle moving for us to go up and up and up. Okay, now what I did to see my money as a tool, I was like, okay, anytime I get it, I had to, invest it. I had to go put that money into something to where it could make me more money. Number one rule is you don't let money work you, you let the money work for you, okay? So when I say that, it's like working at Domino's, right? Working at a superstore, whatever, supermarket, we can't be doing that. Okay, we need something on the back end with it as well, okay? So we can't just go flex at the freaking grocery store and taking care of our bodies and now I'm a bagger. No, bro, we gotta keep leveling up day by day, okay? Do you wanna be known as the guy that takes Walmart orders in the middle of the aisle, asking people and telling people where to go? Or do you wanna be the guy who damn owns Walmart? You know what I mean? You can choose, okay? Now, studying the habits of a mindset and financially just being around successful people, right? And that is one of the biggest things. Who you hang around is who you become. One most important, guys. When it came to my growth, I was always, and sometimes I felt like I was still growing, but I would get backtracked in these little circles of okay, I can see myself above, and I wouldn't say above people, but more so I sit in the back and watch. I observe, I listen, okay, and then I adapt. Okay, and a lot of you are probably the same, right? When we're in a new group, there's a circle, and we don't feel comfortable, what do? We kind of sit there and think a little, okay, how do I need to approach this person? Should I say this? Should I not say this? If they think I'm weird, you know what I mean? Who gives a damn, first of all? But it's also a smart thing, okay? Now, when I say study the habits and mindsets of financially successful people, you have to take notes, okay? So take that, you go into a new group, and observing, be the student in the back that literally just jots down notes, okay? We don't always have to make money off rip. I know when you go do something, you're like, okay, how do I make the most money and how fast can I make it, okay? And what's in it for me? There's really nothing in it for you right now, okay? If you're just starting, we gotta make something worth coming at you. So while you're developing routines and understanding the frequencies of the vibrations of the world, of where you need to be, what groups you need to hang around, and then you can plug in, okay, this group taught me this group taught me that. Okay, I went here and I did this, and I now understand why I learned that. You know what I mean? And it could be within friendships, relationships, people exiting your life for a reason. Guys, God will literally take people out of your life, and it hurts, okay? But it's for a good cause and reason. Every single time. okay? I'll even tell you a little story about me real quick, okay? I found a girl 2 weeks ago, okay? She was a good girl. Ended up going crazy on me. I was like, what the heck? And, I can't control that. I'm a good dude. And I said a prayer one night. I said, Lord, if this woman is meant for me, make it easy for me. If she's not, I want you to take this woman out of my life faster than I can blink. Okay, what happened? Well, that girl disappeared, right? Because why? One, I live right. Two, people can't keep up with me. They think it's hard. Okay? Three, I'm just an individual who can really put his freaking expectations on the board and say, this is what I need. Let's see if we can make it happen. And I suggest you guys do the same thing. It's just setting those pre-expectations every single time when it comes to relationships, okay? Not only that, but learning everything within those relationships. Everybody is in your life for a freaking reason, okay? And how do we utilize them, okay? Don't look at it as like, okay, how can I use this person? More so like, dude, I've never seen someone say something like that. I might take that with me in my next conversation when I hear it. I hear that a lot, Those little things, guys. And sometimes it's always good to just go home and literally collaborate on that certain thing, okay? Next would be focus on income growth and not just saving, okay? Now, it's very easy to get comfortable in this stage because everything is paid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm living comfortably. I have a good job. My rent's being paid. My phone bill's being paid. Everything's okay. Okay, but how can I listen and I can, like, saving's important, don't get me wrong, guys, but earning more is the key to wealth, okay? So when we can develop those side hustles behind it, we got to find something we're good at, okay? What's something I'm good at to actually go and implement, to actually be that Superman for my family one day? You know what I mean? Because being comfortable, guys, guess what you're just going to attract at that point? Other people who want to be comfortable, and that's not what I want to do. I want somebody to come into my life every single time I meet somebody or connect or have a relationship. They are literally teaching me something I didn't know. If not that, holding me to a standard that I'm having to play catch up almost. I like that because I'm like, oh shoot, I have never seen something like this. I'm going to keep chasing it, okay? Keep chasing it and then boom, I learn it. Now that person's out of my life. Now I can go on to the next chapter and then you'll start to recognize that. And then it just makes it easier because then you're starting to see and understand and able to build and keep that needle moving, okay? Because what are we doing right there? You're literally creating a frequency. That's the vibrations of the universal effect, okay? You got to follow your soul's in-tune plan. And I promise you, everybody on this earth has an in-tune plan. And this is how you do it. And it's focused on income growth, not just saving. Okay, so like, how can I make more while I'm at Domino's working my 9 to 5? You know what I mean? Can I go home and I'm hopping on Twitch, I'm making content, I'm chopping stuff up, I'm bodybuilding, I'm getting fitness, I'm trying to be an online coach. There's so many different things you can do. Like for me, at first I was good at sales, so I started making solar content, you know what I mean? Door-to-door content. And then it transferred into a self-development kind of thing because then I found myself in this realm of going down a fitness journey because I was lifting and stuff. And then I was meeting people. And then that's when I started hopping on a clothing line with one of my best friends. And then I learned that wasn't a thing right then, so then I had to move on. You know what I mean? I had so many streams of income at that time while I was chasing this stuff. And it might not be a lot of income, but there are, and they say it's up to 3 things that you can actually take control of and still benefit you to where you don't always have to focus on that one certain thing. You know what I mean? You ever heard that saying where they're like, you can't focus on too much at a time? You know what I mean? You focus on that one thing and keep going. Yeah, that's a bunch of bull crap if you ask me. Everybody else will say something different. I don't believe so. I'm a jack of all trades. I don't know if I'm the only dude that can do that, but I highly doubt it. I feel like, what's that saying? He's like, you can give a horse water, but you can't make him drink. You know what I mean? I believe if you sit there, bathe the horse, brush it, wash him down, he's going to learn. You know what I mean? And it might not be the same things that I learned, but he's going to develop his own certain kind of things, okay? And then that's what he's going to take and build. So develop a high income skills too now. So what's a big high income skill that you feel like is going to benefit you on a day-to-day thing? Okay, so think of it like that. So how do I get good at talking? How do I get out of my comfort zone? Guys, you got to go to sales. Sales is the #1 thing, okay? I recommend if you're trying to be something special and you want to be that breadwinner of your family or the Superman or whatever, you low-key got to be better than them. Okay? And then when you find somebody better than you, that's when, as a girl, you can go in your feminine, or as a man, you can man up and like, hey, I can put you in your feminine. You know what I mean? Okay, so sales is a good one. Marketing is also a good one. Investing and negotiation. Okay, so when I'm saying investing, is like investing into like a self-development program like you're in, okay? Find those different things, find stuff to make you better, the podcast, the music you listen to, everything. Like I don't listen to rap, I try not to, okay? When I'm in the car, you know how we just can think a lot and we just go down these rabbit holes? Guys, when it all comes down to the music you play too. So when I'm driving and I'm like in my head for real, I'll turn on gospel music. There's something about that stuff that can really just allow me to calm down. You know what I mean? Breathe, be grateful. Because don't get me wrong, I'm really good at waking up and showing gratitude and living in abundance. But it's really hard to keep it accurate sometimes because the real world is real, you know? It's going to come at you. Satan's going to knock you down, and we got to get back up. So it really comes down to, okay, how many mouths can I take in the face and able to get back up every single time? Okay? Now, look for ways to escape the realm of the real world. So like I said, side hustles, a different career growth, and other business endeavors, okay? Start studying, start looking into other things. What interests you? What things have you been seeing? Like think about the vibrations that you can vibrate on, and then you got to go with it. Then you take your notes, okay? Then you're going to learn something, then you can keep going, okay? Keep the needle fucking moving. Excuse my language. I'm trying to stop that too. All right, so mastering the art of investing too. Money should work for you, not the other way around. Yes or no? How cool would it be just to sit at the house doing what you love every single day, and then you're in your environment, you're in your routine, no one can throw you off your wave because you're just like, hey, I'm at home. You know what I mean? No one, and they're going to be so jealous because you're going to be vlogging it. Okay, not only are you going to be vlogging it, but you're going to build your voice to being congruent with that growth, and those friends are going to see that growth. They're going to hop on the train, and like whatever you do, as at the end of the day, guess what? Your first buyers are self-pity, and that's all your friends. Okay, and that's how it happens. Then word of mouth, and then referrals, and then internet exposures, marketing ads, all this different stuff. Okay, you just got to funnel it all into one system and figure it out. Okay, it doesn't happen overnight as well. Now you have to learn about stocks too. If you're not doing stocks right now, you're crazy, okay? Real estate, a great thing to look into. Online businesses, what I'm doing right now, I'll see it working. You know what I mean? Why? There's nothing special about me. Go do another one like this. Go start your own thing, okay? And if you don't know how to, guess what? You got me, okay? I'm here. I'm in your back pocket. Call me. I can answer things all day. We can even put you in a scaling program to actually take you to that point as well. Now, this doesn't happen right now. If I could go back and redo it all, because I remember I was always chasing that fast check. I was always chasing that fast payment, the fastest way to get rich as possible, when in reality it doesn't work like that at all. Okay? You can't think short term, you got to think long term in everything you do. So every opportunity you kind of go into, you have to listen to them. Okay? And I promise you, you guys are going to develop so much knowledge, it's going to be unreal when you get to that next level, okay? It's just, you got to think long-term. Wealth it's not built overnight. What do they say about Rome? It wasn't built overnight, right? Okay, not months, not days. When I started seeing my success, I was 3 years deep. And do you know, in those 3 years, how much stuff I've been through? And you know what's funny? I see it all happening in your guys' life through social media and stuff, okay? And it's almost like, dang, you just got to keep going. You know, everybody's against you. The world's against you. You just got to keep going. You know, you might feel like no one's watching you. You might feel like no one loves you. You know, and it gets lonely, okay? And while you're working towards that stuff, being alone is the best freaking thing you can ask for. Because what do you do when you're alone, guys? You think. You're able to self-elaborate what's going on, why things work, why conversations happen that you didn't hear. Things start to come up because you're missing. Like, you start to see the realistic realities of how everyone works and operates. Guys, you're in a world full of NPCs nowadays. Does anybody know what an NPC is? It's just somebody who literally just feeds into everything the news says, feeds into every little rumor they hear, right? You got to be able to have the self-discipline to shut that crap down and keep moving and say, you know what, I'd rather grow myself. I'd rather grow my future family. Like, I live by this, guys, right here. if I cheat on one thing, I literally cheat on everything. So when I get up, if I'm not up at 4:20, I go crazy. Okay? If I don't eat my first meal, I go crazy. Okay? If I don't do my homework for Pivotal on stuff I got to get done for throughout the week, I can't breathe, think, or act right. Like I'll be in my bed and being like, how did I forget that? And I'll get my tail up at 3 a.m. and go down to the office and figure it out. Like I'm just weird. It's just like if I cheat on anything that the universe intellections are giving me, I can't do anything. Okay? It's the same thing with when you get married. You cheat on your wife, you're cheating on everything. Why? Because you had 2 kids with that girl. Now what happens to the kids? You know what I mean? So that's why when we go into everything, we can't cheat. We go 100%. It might not happen right then. It might not happen overnight. But start reflecting everything all at once and take it into consideration of how it's going to build that generational wealth for you and your family down the road. Okay? Now next, guys, we have to embrace risk. This is my favorite one. You know how many people... My family, for instance, okay? I'm vlogging for 3 years now. I've been in it for a minute, okay? And I vlogged everything. And so when I was vlogging this, what was happening? They were hitting me up saying, hey, it looks like you're homeless. There's a place here. Do you need some money? I can send it to you. They just didn't know what the kid was doing. I was never broke. You know what I mean? I never did anything bad. It was just part of something that they didn't see because why? They're an NPC. They didn't accomplish anything I wanted to accomplish. Like my dad, great man, he's done everything right in life, but he'll try to give me advice. And I'm like, brother, I'm going to go figure out my own advice and pay for my advice because unfortunately I wasn't able to watch that. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I know you worked away your whole life and while you were supporting the family. Like guys, I grew up alone. I didn't have a family really. Does it keep kicking people out or what? I've been seeing everybody go in and out, in and out. I don't know what's going on. But anyhow, yeah, it's just crazy because people are watching more than you think. And it's crazy how social media work and it's so powerful. So if I were you guys, I would definitely go into the online route for sure. Now, wealthy people see failure as learning experience as well. Okay? I love that because that is the most factual thing I've ever heard in my life. Because when I was going through my journey, I remember everything I went through. I had to take the biggest risk to get the bigger reward. Have you ever heard that saying, the bigger the risk, the higher reward? Truest thing you'll ever learn, okay? I always tell people when they ask me, they're like, dude, I'm just scared to go to that state. You know, I got this good job opportunity, but I'm just scared to go. Dude, first of all, when it feels scary to jump, that's exactly when you jump, okay? Second of all, embrace opportunity, embrace risk, and adversity is your best friend. Every single time throughout it. Because it's not going to be pretty when you first go. Ever. But you meet relationships and connections and you'll end up in an endeavor that you can eventually see down the road on why you were there beforehand. Okay? Now, you have to take calculated risk and step out of your comfort zone. That's why when it comes to selling solar, I left my hometown, guys. I traveled across the United States. Okay? I was in Houston, Texas. Never been there in my life. But I had dreams. I wanted to be at Alphaland. I wanted to chase my bag every single day. I wanted to chase my dreams. I wanted to meet those people that I grew up watching because they lit a fire under my tail. Okay? I saw them doing it, and what did that do to me? It pissed me off. It made me so mad that I said, how can this kid, he ain't even special. How is he doing this? How is he getting this girl? How is he getting all these sponsorships? How is he getting all this money? And I finally figured it out. There's a formula to it all. And once you get that blueprint printed, you understand. But it's like I said, Rome wasn't built overnight. It is a long-term thing, okay? The universe blesses consistency, okay? And if you have a problem with consistency, start being more aligned with the universal, things that are handed to you. Like for me, before my mom passed away, she said, anytime you see purple flowers, I want you to think about me. So guys, when I'm telling you along my whole journey, I have seen the most craziest things with purple flowers. Because as a solar salesman, I'm in homes 24/7, right? Like, here's an example. I walked in a house one time, I sold them a system, it was cool, everything went great. Right at the end, she said, something just told me to give you this painting. Just built really good rapport with her. And guess what the freaking painting was? A purple flower. That's insane to me. I said, if that woman isn't with me on every single step of the way, I don't know how to make this stuff up. You know what I mean? So I'm a true believer in angels. I'm a true believer in the universal like signs, as in numbers. Like I'm weird about numbers, guys. When I'm starting to see numbers over and over and over, you got to use your head. Go look up the meaning of the number. Like that's how God, in Acts 3:16, he talks about this. However your mind perceives something is what you're going to take and like account into, okay? And you're going to be able to put it together because it stood out to you in a way that won't stand out to anybody else. Our brains are special. And why do you think he gave us a brain? I think it's to communicate with me. I feel like you can vibrate on a certain frequency, literally, with people, everybody around you. Like, the more you do it and the more consistent you stay, you're seriously going to be like walking into every state, every opportunity, knowing who's good for you and who's bad for you just because of the familiar feelings it gave you. Okay? And not only that, you're going to see somebody and they're going to just stand out to you for the next 3 days. Usually when that happens, you have got to talk to that person, guys. Okay? You can't keep skipping by. You're seeing them every single day. That person could probably change your life in a way, whether it's business, a relationship, or just a connection to get you to the next person. Guys, I am a true believer in that because there are some faces that I'll walk right by and not even look back at. Never see them again. But there are some faces where I'm like, dude, why do I keep seeing this cat? You know, you know what I mean? You got to reach out. You got to do that, okay? But you got to understand that comfort and stagnation is growth. Okay, and once you get the stagnation and the growth, it's going to equal uncertainty every single time. That uncertainty is what's going to get you to the next level. Okay, because what is uncertainty? It's adversity. The more you can make adversity your best friend, the more likely you're going to make it every single time. Because the universe will knock you down. Whoever it is you believe in, God, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I don't care. Okay, at the end of the day, know who He is, because it's not just the universe. Okay, it's Him. I'm a big believer in that. Okay. You gotta listen to Him. You gotta stop. If you're smoking, if you're drinking, like, I know you can have balance, guys. I'm not perfect. Like, I love going out here and there, like once a month maybe, if that. And it's to a nice, elegant little place where I can just have a bougie drink real quick. Nothing out of the realm, okay? I don't go home hammered or wondering what's going on, what happened last night. No, none of that. But surround yourself with wealth-oriented thinkers. Okay? If you're in a small town, that's hard. It really is. I remember I'm from South Georgia. No one's in that freaking town. Okay? No one's going to be able to do anything that you do but you. Okay? If you're thinking like, I feel stuck and I need to get out of this but I don't know how to, get out of your hometown. Guys, if you want to get out of your hometown, I have plenty of options for you. I've been in the door-to-door industry for the longest time. If you want to go try and go door-to-door in sales in another state and just want to get away from everything, please reach out after the phone call and we can definitely hook that up for you, okay? But the only reason I say that is because you need to get out of your hometown. Like, if there's one thing I can tell anybody, is just to leave and never look back, because the people that you're hanging out with now, unfortunately, aren't going to hold you to your standards. They're not intellectual thinkers and wealth thinkers. They're not caring how much they smoke. They're not caring how much they drink. Because why? Everybody's doing it. They just think it's the normal, and that's what an NPC is. Dude, be the abnormal dude. The people that everybody cringes at when they look on your screen. Because that is what builds self-love. Like, real talk, like Haley's a perfect example of this. She puts her freaking camera up and she films herself every single day. Like, that takes balls. I love that, just because you're you're learning how to love yourself. You don't give a damn what people think about you. And 3, you're going somewhere that no one else knows you're going to go. Okay, it's just all in His time. But Haley, I recommend you getting out of your hometown. Cooper, get out of there. Alberto, if you're there, get out of there. Okay, go do something. If you got family, guess what? Family will always be there. If you have family problems, guess what? Let them figure it out. I'm going to go make sure my family's safe at the end of the day. I'm going to go make that bag. I'm going to be the dude with the S on his cape doing everything, okay? I'm going to do it all. Welcome, Ra. So connect with mentors, entrepreneurs, and investors. Anytime you see somebody doing something better than you, you're in a sauna with them, and you can just tell, bro, you can smell success off of people. Am I right or wrong? Right? Like, I feel like if I'm in a sauna with somebody and bro's jacked, he's just sitting there and he's got his headphones in, like, but he's just dialed in. I'm like, I wonder what this guy's thinking. So I'll tap him. But hey, bro, I just love how dialed you are. Like, this is my favorite part. I meet the craziest people in the saunas, y'all. Like, I've met people who can contract my business when I had my own solar company. I had like met somebody who just came in my life, introduced me to a girl, and she ended up just being my piece. Like, I have like people that are just supporting me from the outside world that literally on those days that I'm struggling and my Lord and Savior knows I'm struggling, it's just crazy. It's like they're little angels in disguise. And I consider you guys as those, because you guys really show me a lot of love. And like anytime I get a self-criticized text of like, hey, that call was awesome, best call you've had yet, or those little things, that's why I do this. Like, because there are times, like, it might not look like it. It may look like Ashton or Amos has it all figured out, when in reality, I don't. I have my hard days. I fall hard, but I promise you I won't fall for more than an hour, for more than 30 minutes. I am so good. Like today, perfect example. I forgot about this. Y'all, I was so sick this morning. I don't know why. I was throwing up, dry heaving. Like, I don't know what was going on. I know what was going on. I didn't eat because I've been working so much, and I forgot to eat. So I made myself so sick. I started throwing up in the sink and stuff as I'm eating my sausage and eggs. I'm literally forcing this meal in me just so I can feel better. But I took it too far to where, boy, I was sitting there tearing up. I was drooling out the mouth. Like, I said, what's going on? And then right afterwards, I got off the phone. Her name's Sel. We used to sell solar like way back in the day, right? And she calls me. She said, I just had a feeling to call you. I hope everything's okay. And I told her the problem. And she was like, just go work it out. Go on a run or something. Get it out of your system. And I was just like, well, that sounds stupid. I can't even move dang near. You know what I mean? But I took a hot shower real quick. I just put my shirt on and I just went on a run. I kid you not, I've been perfectly fine all day. I feel great. After that run, it hurt at first, and then it was kind of like, okay, maybe my body just needed to get up and move a little bit, you know? So I definitely recommend running, guys. Like, there's something about that actually, like, I don't know, you wake up for real, if that makes sense. You feel more wholesome in a way. You feel more motivated. You know, you get off that run, you're like, okay, I'm so glad I did that. It hurt, but like the hurt's kind of comfortable. I love hurting. Like that's why I lift. I just like pain, you know? And that's why I feel like when a girl breaks my heart or anything, dude, I'm just like, cool. I'm so numb to the pain now, it doesn't matter. Like at this point, I'm just disappointed, you know? Never get too hurt about anything, never get into in your head, okay? Another thing I want to just give you guys homework on this week is read books. I want you to listen to podcasts and consume content that only elevates you. So guys, if you're seeing a bunch of ass, girls shaking their whatever, like get at that. Like, come on, you don't need all that on your screen. When you're on a date or you get a girlfriend and she's over there like peeping your stuff and all they see is like, you know how it is, guys. Half-naked women all over your screen. It's just like, dude, that's just so disrespectful. Not only for her, but definitely for you as a man trying to lead and put her in her feminine, you know? So, and it's not just for relationships. It's for everything. Connections, the way you talk to people, okay? And the content you consume is who you're pretty much going to be. Like on my days that I'm going down, there's so many guys who do what I do with the little talking videos that elevate me. I'm just like, he's exactly right. Why am I in my head right now? You know? And they'll flip it. I love Instagram. Like anybody, like I talk to old people a lot when I do solar, and they're like, Instagram's the devil's playground, or like social media is the devil's playground. Dude, I think it's the angel's playground. You just gotta utilize that tool the correct way, okay? It can make you money. It can change your family's life, okay? There's people on there that literally change your life through a screen, which blows my mind. So when I saw that, that's why I wanted to take this route, because one, I knew I had a voice. Okay, I just had to learn how to develop my voice to actually get it to that point where you guys can actually reciprocate all the information. Okay, and that took a lot of time. That took a lot of investing into my mind. It took a lot of investment into when I was building my online coaching. You know what I mean? And when I wanted to scale other people's businesses, what did I have to do before doing that? I had to go scale other businesses. You know what I mean? As much as I wanted those businesses to work, because they would have changed my life if I probably would have stuck for 5 to 10 years. But like I said, Ashton's impatient. He saw when his time was done, and he's like, okay, I just learned all this. Why would I stay under somebody else when I can go do the same thing and make 10 times the money? You know what I mean? It all happens for a reason. Stay down, watch the podcast, read your books, pray to your Heavenly Father, read the scriptures, become a master at understanding everything that the Lord has to offer. He is going to be a rock. He is going to take you from the temptations. He's going to take you from your habits. Everything that you have done, guys, He will literally hold you like an angel. He will put barriers around people's conversations that you can't hear to come back and tell you so they can exit your life. Or it's just crazy how it works, bro. It's all him, okay? That's the end of this lesson. I think that was one of my best ones yet. I put a lot of time into these previous lessons coming up here in the next Mondays. I think it's so cool. Chapter 2 is going to be a good one as well. But do you guys have any questions for me?
Dude, I loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah, man, I'm in the gym, but yeah, I'm listening the entire time.
Dude, that's awesome. Alberto, where are you from?
I'm from Sarasota.
Shoot, I used to live there. Did I ever meet you?
No, I was in the military when I think you moved, but I did when you were with who were you with? The other solar company, I can't remember.
Dynasty.
I can't. The first one you were with, first people you ever were working with. I hit you guys up that one time, but I'm just still in, but I got out a couple months ago, so.
I think I remember that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked to Jake Holgate, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's right. I remember now. Okay, cool. Well, hey, I'm glad you listened to that. I hope you liked it, bro. It was good.
Man.
What stood out to you the most?
I'd say for sure, getting out of your hometown, 100%. That's so true. And a lot also is and I believe sometimes your family can be against you, just because that's how I feel right now. It's just no one really truly believes what I'm doing. It's all on me.
Hey, Alberto, I love that. I just got goosebumps when you said that because that was my biggest problem. My family drug me down, bro. They are blue collar through and through. I literally quit my dad's blueberry farm to go do door-to-door sales. That was the moment my dad was like, bro, you are stupid. But now he's calling me, asking me how to get out of financial. Buddy's really listening because he sees what I'm doing on social media.
Yeah.
You're going to have people tell you, no, you shouldn't do this. You're kind of crazy for thinking this. Bro, if you're thinking that crazy, you better go to the damn moon with it because that is your soul's purpose, identity, and you got to chase that path, dog.
Yeah, I understand, man. And the biggest jump that I missed so far was investing into becoming an online coach. So that's a huge jump for me. I was a little scared, but I've been trying to stay consistent like I am in the gym, just posting every day and, not being afraid to kind of, show them.
Alberto, your content's actually crispy, dude. I've been keeping up with you ever since you joined school. I love it. Do you have a camera?
Yeah, I'll put it on, but I'm just...
No, I'm talking about a nice camera because it looks like your flicks are clean.
Yeah. So I'm listening to a camera and everything. I've got everything, man.
Dude, you're exactly what I need in my scaling business. Are you trying to be an online coach down the road?
Yeah, that's what I just got myself into. I spent a lot of money into it, and that's what I've been working on.
Dude, that's the best route for you. From what I've seen, I've been wanting to talk to you about that. We'll set up another call. I just kind of want to get to know you more.
Yeah, no, for sure. Thanks.
But anyways, guys, that's Alberto. But we'll get him on the next one. He can introduce himself if he comes on board. But guys, you guys are angels to me. You bless my life in ways I can't even describe, and I wouldn't be here without you. It's that simple. So when I think, and it's crazy, I think about you guys like you're my kids. I just be hitting you up randomly. But I love y'all. Let me know about if there's anything you guys want in particular in the community, because that's where we treat it like Instagram. So if there's something I didn't say, or you think I should do and you have an idea, I'm open game to hear it, okay? That's when you say okay.
Okay.
But hey, you're good, guys. Hey, that was all for today. I hope you guys liked it. If y'all really could, do you mind shooting me text messages just saying that was a great one? Because I want more people on these, okay? I don't know where everybody was today. We had 15 last week. I know we had a lot of people busy, but I just thought that was crazy. To 5.
Yeah,
but
that's the best one.
It was. That's what I was thinking. So, I'm going to keep cooking.
I joined it, and the energy was crazy. I loved it.
Yeah, you were really the energy. I remember that. That man was like, "What's up, guys?" But yeah, come back and do it next week. I know Raw, you said tomorrow you want to hop on a call with me.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. We'll get some things situated there. Cooper, how are you? How was your week, man? I want to know what happened. Anything you experienced?
No, I mean I just been trying to stay consistent in the gym, trying to get right. Just you know.
Good. You've been waking up early. Routine's solid. What's up?
Yeah, I mean I've been waking up every morning like 4:30, getting in the gym and then going to work.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Now I want you to start working on from this lesson today. What was one thing that kind of stood out to you, Coop?
Probably like using money as a tool. You know, like I don't know, like growing up like from my family and stuff. I've learned that I don't know that you just kind of like use your money to pay the bills and then like just save.
And that's what we're taught. That's literally what we're taught. Like I remember, like my dad was like, you better go to college, you better go play football, you better come back, serve your 2-year mission for the church. And I was just like, huh? Like there was just I remember, dude, it was just off whack. I was just like, I'm a Pisces. If you go do your, what do you call it? Your zodiacology, whatever you want to say it, like the research on how I am a fish, it literally says I am a dreamer. And when I dream, I don't ever look back. Like, it's just like no one can tell me what to do. I'm 10 toes down on whatever it is I'm doing at that moment, which is a great trait. But then again, like I'm going back and looking about like my life and that blue collar life I was in and all that. And I'm just like, it's crazy because family is the number one fucking thing that. That was a good one.
Hello.
Yep.
Did you end the chat?
Oh yeah, the call ended it, unfortunately. The
Okay, I was
time.
like, yeah, it's crazy.
No, you're good. I mean, they don't really have to hop back on, but I just wanted to say goodbye, really.
Oh, well, yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye. I need more than this. I'm trying to be faded.